Hey, I'm excited about today's topic in setting the stage for success. And if we're meeting for the first time, my name is Brandy Shaver, and I'm way excited that you're inside this program because it's going to make a huge difference inside of your business. But there are some things that might come up. And so I want to just quickly go over those. First off, be willing to play full out with this, okay? So sometimes we're going to challenge your beliefs, and sometimes that gets a little bit uncomfortable where you maybe have grown up with different beliefs, or we all have a different belief system. And we are actually taught our beliefs from our parents. So they're not necessarily the beliefs of other people. And so when you are challenged, your beliefs are challenged, sometimes you're like, this doesn't feel right. So I challenge you to acknowledge that feeling, but then be willing to play full out, okay? Because you may not see the end of this game from the beginning, right? You're not going to see the entire thing that we're putting together. You're just going to see bits and pieces as you're going through. So be willing to play full out, okay? That's the number one piece of what I want to share. The second one is becoming a resourceful entrepreneur. Now, becoming a resourceful entrepreneur means that you take responsibility for finding the information, okay? So sometimes maybe we've already covered the information in a question and answer, and you can go back to that question and answer inside of the resources, inside the Facebook group, and you'll be able to search that out. This does two things for you. Number one, it teaches you how to fish, which means someone isn't always feeding you the information, okay? You become very resourceful. Second, it doesn't hold you up waiting for someone to answer your question. You can actually go search that out. You can go to YouTube, you can Google it, you can go to the resources, you can check the group, you can ask in the community, those kind of things, okay? So becoming resourceful is super important. And we will feed you the fish, right? But we want to teach you how to become a resourceful entrepreneur and you feeding yourself the fish or learning how to fish, right? Then you're going to help other people learn how to fish from there. And it's kind of a ripple effect, and it's really cool. The third thing that I wanted to share is become an advocate for your business, okay? Now, what I mean by that is if you've resourced it, you've went out and searched it out, you've become a resourceful entrepreneur, you're looking for all the answers, you're doing all the work, and maybe it's still not working or you still don't understand, raise your hand and become an advocate for your business. Say, hey, you know what? This is what I've done, X, Y, and Z, and I still don't get it. Can you help me understand this? Okay. So that's super important, making sure that you get what you need for your business. All right. All right. Number 5, make a long-term commitment to have both feet in the water. Okay. This isn't a microwave. This isn't going to happen overnight. No matter what your upline or the person that enrolled you or however you got here told you, this is not a microwave, okay? It's going to take work, consistency, and you dropping your excuses and actually getting it done. One of the things that happens in entrepreneurship is that we think about our business a lot. However, if you actually track what you're doing and what you're doing, like time, what you're using your time to do, you probably are not doing what you think you're doing. And so make a long-term commitment to have both feet in the water, be consistent, follow the program, and I would challenge you to finish it. You would be so surprised at how many people buy a program and they don't get success in their first 30 days, and then they're on to the next thing. That's called shiny object syndrome, and it's not going to get you anywhere but spending a lot of money and not getting results, okay? So I suggest that if you are here in this business academy, Beach Boss Business Academy, that you are sticking inside of Beach Boss Influencers Academy and not buying another program until you have completed this one. This is a very bad habit that us entrepreneurs have, is that we open books, right? I've got like 4 books open right here, so I'm speaking to the choir myself. You open books, you read part of it, you're doing courses, you're doing only part of it, and we're not finishing things. So really get clear and focused on keeping your commitment and finishing out this program and having both feet in the water and playing full out, all right? The next piece is to treat your business like a business, and that goes along with what we just talked about. A hobby does not pay you. A hobby costs you money. A business makes you money. So that's the difference. If you're treating your business like a hobby, it's going to cost you money. Every day, consistently building your business, learning, growing, and taking action is what this is going to take, okay? Now, the next one is divorce the results and marry the process. Again, this is going to go back to you taking action and doing the daily things that grow your business, the action, money-making action steps that make you money, that grow your business every day. And it's going to take some time. And I know you've probably heard this if you've been in network marketing at all for very long, is that your results are actually 60 to 90 days behind you. So everything that you're doing right now is going to show up down the road, okay? And when we quit, we literally are walking away from the goal 3 feet before you have hit it, okay? Now, the last one, which is so important, okay, is it's called imposter syndrome. When you start to build a business online, if you're not a top earner, if maybe your team have gone backwards, maybe you've had some success and it's gone away, or maybe you're brand new and you're like, I have no clue what I'm doing. When you get online, there are things that you're going to share with other people that may make you feel like, you know what? Who am I? Who am I to, be sharing this information with other people? Like, I'm not a top earner. Like, I'm not successful in my business. Those things are going to come up in your mind and in the way that you feel in your emotions. The key here is that this isn't about you, okay? So remember, this isn't about you. It's about the other person that you're going to serve, and that will help with the imposter syndrome. The other thing is that you want to start to notice and recognize when these thoughts come up, and you're going to replace those with other things, all right? So addressing blocks and smashing them are super, super important. So you've got a belief system that's already imprinted in there. And some of them, I'm just going to name them. I'll share with you kind of what mine was I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not techie enough. I don't know anything about leadership. I don't know how to run a team, all of those things. Okay. Now, when you have those thoughts come up, I want you to write out the old beliefs. And what I mean by the old beliefs is anything that comes up that is an excuse or maybe an emotion inside of you that we need to get out. Okay. So take a piece of paper that you're going to write down old beliefs, and you're going to just write them down. Okay. And you're going to just write them out the way that you feel them. All right. So like, I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not techie enough. And then I want you to replace that with a new belief. Okay. And you're going to do something like, I am enough. I can learn anything and everything is figure outable. If you haven't read that book, it's a really great book. Not right now. Don't go get the book right now, but it's a really great book that you can get later. So replace those beliefs with, I'm not techie to I can learn how to be techie. I can watch a YouTube video and figure it out, right? Like all those things that maybe come up as you're building your business, but you've got to take those old beliefs and replace them with a new belief. So that is your assignment for this segment. And if you have any questions, you can go ahead and put it inside the resources. It will be in the resources in the units in the Facebook group, and just put it under the question and answer. Search it out first because you are a resourceful entrepreneur. Somebody may have already asked the same questions that you might have. But then if you don't find the answers you're looking for, ask in the question and answer, and we'll get to that on the weekly Zoom. So let us know if you have anything that, like I said, that it's not clear for you, and you can move on to the next lesson. Thanks.